this Spices of Liberty storyline is very good, and it's a unique. Hero heroines actually acted. The hero heroines acted very good. The dialogues are good, and the second generation kids blended into the story very well, and the photography is marvelous. The dialogue delivery and the dialogue script writing are also very good. The overall the story. I mean, the movie is the overall movie is very good and up to the expectations. And the locations are it covered a number of unique locations around, and the screenplay is good and a very neat movie. Thanks.
It was wonderful movie. I liked from right to the beginning to the end. The reason it also talked about what is the philosophy and the values of India as well as the values of America. And they're so beautifully woven together, the story. It was really wonderful. And I can see the lot of hard work of Supriya and Gowri. Thank you.
Keela? I'm Abhinaya.
So you've seen the movie, right?
Yeah.
What do you have to say about the movie? Just one or two quick sentences.
I thought it was really well made. It was very cool seeing a lot of the depictions of Indian culture and seeing a lot of places in North Carolina. It was very nice. It was really nice because the places in the movie I've been to, so it's really fun and relatable.
What were the places that you visited?
To the beaches and like the temple, yeah.
Was there any part in the movie where, you know, what your dad and mom sort of told you when you were growing up? Is there anything where you remembered or recollected?
Hindu religion, and I thought a lot of the funny moments in the movie were some of the highlights, so that was good.
It was a good movie, and especially seeing the home production at North Carolina, bringing the whole community together, and the picturization. So it was good overall.
I think it takes guts to make a movie like this. So it's good attempt, good first attempt. Wish them all the best for the second movie now.
It's a happy ending.
It was good ending.
And love always wins in the end.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
Circumstances.
I'm Nandu Konduri.
So have you seen the movie now?
Yeah, we saw
What
it.
are your thoughts? Which part of the movie did you like best and why?
Yeah, we really enjoyed the movie. Yeah, it's like it's completely story about Indians who are living in America. It's a very good movie for our kids, for second generation. I think every kid has to watch this movie.
Yeah, nice movie. We enjoyed it a lot.
So you're glad you're here.
Yeah.
I think we saw the movie and it's a good effort, and I like the story. And then there is always scope for improvement, but first time such a good movie with a good story and message. The message is really nice, and especially for the youngsters to understand the common culture between India and America. There's no different. It's two different places, but the message is really good. And I appreciate for Goli bringing up this movie with the message, straightforward message, especially to the youngsters. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
My name is Ishwar, and I got a very small role to give a voiceover, and it was so fun working with Gowri and Supriya and the entire team. For me, it was a pleasure, and I was glad to be able to help.
You were the voiceover for?
I was a voiceover, and I threw out a challenge there. If somebody could find out who I was in my voice, I would refund their ticket. I hope nobody found out I was the priest.
Oh, you were the priest. Now that itself is a great thing. Thank you so much.
And one more member of our family, our niece, was Krishna's friend. Radha's friend, nurse, was the voice of hers, was also our niece, Shraddha Acharya.
Whose voice were you?
Hi, I'm Aditya. I did Vinu.
You did Vinu?
I had the chance to do the sort of bad guys.
You did a great job. It's so...
Vinu was not a bad guy. It was all about trust. It just looked like that in the story, but he had no bad role. He was a very nice person. In fact, he was a very nice person. Yes.
No, I think the movie the music, the background music is so soothing. And of course, beauty of North Carolina, the beaches and the sceneries and the mountains. It makes you feel good inside. And then the philosophy, Bhagavad Gita. This is where we can spread the word with the American brothers and sisters that life has to be happy, and we are the pilot of our destiny. It is up to us to make it happy. It is up to us to make it happy or sad. I choose to be happy. And the movie, the background, the music, I love the background music and the sceneries and the philosophy. And he ended with sloks from Bhagavad Gita. You cannot beat that.
We just watched the movie Spice of Liberty. I think the message was very good. The one thing I liked is when there is clashes in the family, like there's a misunderstanding between Krishna and Radha, how it was solved. They actually, when they called Dadi and Dada in India, the slokam of Bhagavad Gita really helped them to understand the significance of the life. And then I think it was a very positive spin, and then it was a good message. I like that part. And then I congratulate Gowri, Goli, Supriya, Dr. Yerra, and all those my close friends who did a great job in putting together this nice movie. We all enjoyed. And great thing about showing the Indian culture, like temples, all those cultural things in North Carolina basically helped. And then showing Mount Soma was also very interesting for me. One thing I want to comment about the wedding in Mount Soma happened between Radha and Krishna. I would have personally liked they could have invited their parents. They are of course living in California and North Carolina. It shouldn't have been a surprise like that. There was no need for that. They should have invited both the parents, and it would have been much better celebration, larger group. And traditionally, the blessings from parents are very, very important for any wedding. That's what I just, my comment. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Hold on. Anirudh, just a quick question. Is there any part in the movie, which made you roll your eyes and remember, oh, this is what Dad and Mom always talk about?
Yeah, actually, one of the things that they always talk about is I liked how, they really brought together. I grew up here. I grew up in the U.S. They actually brought together kind of like the American culture, if you will. I know that's the wrong way to phrase it, but they talked about. You're right. Like there's no way that you're going to go to a real estate agent. He's going to break out the Constitution. But at the same time, I get the message that he's trying to send is that it's all about being inclusive and loving everyone. And that's actually, even though I was, kind of brought up here in the U.S. with Indian parents, they definitely instill that in me regardless. As always, remember where you came from, but also, treat everybody with respect and love everyone. And that's definitely, I think that's the message I took away from it.
మూవీ చాలా బాగుందండి బాగా తీసారు థీమ్ అదంతా కాకపోతే ఐఎమ్ కన్సర్న్ ఓన్లీ చివర్లో పేరెంట్స్ ఇన్వాల్వ్ అయితే ఇంకా బాగుండేది అనిపించిందండి.
Watch movie. I liked it. I recommend everyone to watch it. Gowri Goli's team, Ajay, Suhasini, everyone did their best job. It's a wonderful movie.
Which part of the movie really touched your heart and why?
Oh yeah, I have been from a spiritual background. I have been meditating more than 10 plus years. I have been practicing heartfulness meditation. I already took Sri Sri meditation also, the Kriya, and I know I value this movie. Gowri Goli, he has done his best to picture out the spirituality in this movie. I recommend this. Everyone must watch this.
No, movie is excellent. It started with marriage tradition and it ends with the spiritual way. Bhagavad Gita is a most powerful thing. It ends that way. It is good. You are teaching the young generation how the marriage tradition in the Hinduism and 7 steps. You showed what each step represent. That it indicates it is really people don't know what is the 7 steps. You showed that at the end. You showed the Bhagavad Gita all these things. It is excellent. I recommend everybody to watch this movie.
I can give you 4 star out of 5. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
The hero was good and the heroine, except the technicality part is like, we have seen that from the heroine side, her voice was coming after she spoke, the dubbing part wasn't, it should have been little bit taken care of from the heroine side. Otherwise, rest everything is so good. Yeah.
Thank you. And you guys, you have any kids? You have children?
Yes,
So I'm sure you're trying to bring a little bit of our Indian culture, our values, our traditions, our spirituality into them and teach.
In the picture. He showed everything.
Thank you, and that's exactly what Mr. and Mrs. Goli wanted in this movie, Spices of Liberty, which is basically a little bit of the East, a little bit of the West, and we're trying to make it a bit of a balance. And in this chaotic world, this is what we need.
Area recently, so we get to know all the places, what is best, and how this community is, bringing up people together. So we really liked, and we like to continue.
I can give 5 out of 5.
Basically, I think they kind of got rushed and got married, and then misunderstanding. I think maybe they needed to give a little more time to understand each other before they get married.
To get to know each other, you mean?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
It was an okay movie. It had a good moral to the movie, so it started off good. It was a nice romantic kind of movie, and then it had a moral, at the end. So it was good. It was entertaining.
Concept-wise, it's very good. Blending both the worlds, like East and West, and it's very thought-provoking movie from a spiritual end. So I thought it was well conceived. The actors were pretty good, and then there was a lot of effort. So I really appreciated the effort that went into the making of this movie. Yeah.
ఏమైనా పర్టికులర్ సీన్ మీకు నచ్చిందా లేకపోతే కొంచెం touched your heart? That's what I mean.
Yeah. The in the beginning, where that guy gets promoted or something like that, and then comes over to US. That was pretty good as to circumstances happen or something like that. It was very nice, well thought of.